I wanted to be a singer growing up.
Growing up, I always wanted to be a baseball player.
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
I legitimately remember saying, famous.
My family was completely against it.
You have to have the mindset that you want to be better than the next person.
And this is Wannabe.
I'm Blues, and you're watching Wannabe on the Yes app. When I was little, I wanted to be a cartoonist or artist. There used to be this Garfield book. It was a big red Garfield book. It was called Garfield at Large. In the first opening panel, it was some joke about some guy named John Arbuckle, and he's like, "Hi, I'm a cartoonist, and here's my dumb cat." I read the word cartoonist, and I associated that to Jim Davis directly. John Arbuckle's supposed to be like his character, his like self-insert. He just makes cartoons for his life. This is like his job. This is what he does on the daily. I want to do that. I started getting more competent with drawing when I was younger, so whenever they had like an art project or anything like that, of course I was ecstatic about it because I'm like, okay, this is where I can actually shine. When you're an art kid growing up and none of the other kids like know how to draw, they'll like ask you, "Dude, you should draw me this character with this character and give it to me." I'm like, all right, I'll do it because it's making me popular. The reason why I'm not like a full-time cartoonist, life, unfortunately, really did kind of like, I'm not gonna sound pessimistic, life just works in its own significant way. I was mostly under my mother. She did her best. Being first generation American, very hard to, I guess, communicate with her. So the rift started very early. I don't know if it was her way of like just making sure I was not doing anything bad. I just kind of like had a GameCube and a Wii. But there's a reason why artistry and video gaming became an escape. I'm just who I am nowadays. I'm Blues, the Megaman player that knows how to draw the specific art style from the PlayStation X games very specifically, and that's something I'm very damn proud of. The name Blues is very recent. Blues is the Japanese name for Proto Man in Mega Man. I really sympathize with Proto Man's character, the want to represent what he represents. There's a specific phrase from the original Mega Man game that I always tell myself: fight Mega Man for everlasting peace. Basically, Mega Man telling himself that he needs to like keep going throughout his troubles and tribulations because he himself is fighting for everlasting peace. I want to do the same thing. I want to fight for my own everlasting peace. I didn't go into Smash by choice. I was forced into the scene. You guys are familiar with a player named Dance Demand. One day in high school, I heard him and like a group of his friends talking about Smash. Let me go talk to this guy. Hey, you guys talking about Smash? And here they're like, yeah, are you interested in tournaments? Or like, do you go to tournaments? And I'm like, there's tournaments for Smash? Dan comes up to me one day, right? And he's like, "Hey, I forgot my phone at home. Can I borrow yours real quick? I need to message my mom real quick." Here you go. Here's my phone. He comes back to me 5 minutes later and he's like, "Here, go to this tournament." Dude, what are you doing? Like, I can't go to this. And he's like, "Yeah, you are." I totally ghosted him for like a month about going. And then just 1 month, everything kind of like lined up. And then one thing led to another. I showed up to these tournaments more. I met with more like the people within the community. Little did I know that that little moment would put me right here.